So if you've ever wondered whether chocolate is good for me or bad for me, good for you or bad for you, I'm going to answer that today. And if you watched my recent video on whether coffee is good for me or bad for me, and I will link that video up here, you will find out that the answer is yes and no. So, my name is Julie Piekarski, and I am the founder of Eat Life Balance, a holistic health and lifestyle solutions website. I provide lots of plant-based recipes. We talk about lifestyle solutions. We talk about health, lots of guest posts, all those good things, all wrapped up in one. So let's get started, and I'm going to help you out. Full disclaimer here, I love chocolate. Anybody who knows me knows that you will find chocolate in my purse, in my office, and in my home. But I want to talk to you about whether or not there are benefits to chocolate. And the answer is yes. My friends, there are benefits to chocolate, and I will break that down exactly what I look for in chocolate. I will probably talk to you about some of my favorite brands, and I'm also going to share with you a chocolate love smoothie, one of my favorite smoothies to make, and I'll share that with you at the end of this video. But here's the thing about chocolate. It is full of antioxidants. That's good stuff. That's good shit, man. And the reason why antioxidants are great, it actually helps to reduce cholesterol, blood pressure, all of those things that we don't want to happen because it is loaded with antioxidants that help support that. It's also great for your skin. Can you believe it? Chocolate for your skin. And the reason why is that it's full of this good chemical called polyphenols, and polyphenols actually help to reduce wrinkles, helps to I guess strengthen the skin, make the skin thicker, and it actually helps to protect the skin. Polyphenols actually help to protect the skin from UV rays. Now, I wouldn't necessarily say eat a chocolate bar before you go out in the sun and have full exposure, but there certainly are some benefits to it. So what do you look for when you go to the grocery store and you're looking for a good piece of chocolate? What are you going to look for? So here's the thing. There are things that you really have to keep your eyes open for. Chocolate can actually be full of mold, which doesn't really sound so good. It can be as moldy as what coffee can be. So when you are choosing chocolate, here's what you look for. You're going to look for something that's at least a minimum 70% of cacao. Cacao is the bean, actually the chocolate bean, in its purest form, of course. You want to get it in its purest form by choosing organic and fair trade. That's a given. Don't purchase anything else, please. But why 70% is perfect for is that it still has obviously all those antioxidant benefits that you would want. I find that that's the perfect blend of chocolate bitterness and a little bit of that sweetness that you would want in an ideal chocolate bar. So give it a try. Try 70% if you've been a milk chocolate junkie for years. Try the 70% because I feel like it's the perfect blend. The other thing you want to stay away from, of course, is milk chocolate. Anything lower than 70%, you're going to find that the sugar is going to be increased quite a lot. And obviously, sugar isn't good for us in the long run. A little bit here and there is fine, but you really want to watch the sugar content. So the higher the cacao, the less sugar that it is. As well as if you have a chocolate bar that's full of sugar, the antioxidant benefits in the chocolate really reduces. So it's super beneficial to go for that 70% and higher. We talked about it being organic. We also want to see if you can find yourself a raw chocolate bar. I make my own raw chocolate, but if I don't, I always go to a brand called Giddy Yo-Yo. And I'll link all that below. And Giddy Yo-Yo is a raw chocolate company. Actually, they got lots of different things, but chocolate is sort of their thing. And you'd be really, really surprised as to how delicious raw chocolate can be. And when you go raw, it's become less refined. And so it's really much, much more loaded with all those good things that you would be wanting in a healthy chocolate bar. As well, you may want to invest in cacao powder, not cocoa powder. So here's the thing, cocoa powder. So many of you use that for baking. A lot of you may use that for hot chocolate. The thing is that cocoa powder is refined from the cacao bean, and so it's lost all of the nutritional benefits that you would be wanting. So switch to cacao, please. This is a raw, organic cacao powder. A little goes a long way. So I can't remember this bag, which is half empty now, was probably close to $10, maybe a little bit less. And it's awesome. I use it in everything, primarily or predominantly my smoothies. In the winter, if I want a hot chocolate with almond milk, this is what I do. Add a couple of drops of stevia, that sort of thing. So my favorite brands of chocolate bars, Giddy Yo-Yo is one. This Theo brand is also a good one. This is at 70% with coconut. And I bought this for my husband, and I find if you go darker, if you get something with a little bit of fruit in it or nuts, it's a really nice blend too as well. And Green and Blacks is another company that I really like. Altered Ego is another brand I really like. So I'll link those all down below if you are in your grocery store or you shop online. Those are like 4 of my favorite chocolate bars out there. So I'm going to leave you with that. I'm also going to follow this with a recipe for my favorite smoothie, which is called a chocolate love smoothie, and you are going to die. It's awesome. It's like chocolate pudding, and it's rich in really healthy fats, cacao powder, and cacao powder has a little bit of natural caffeine in it, so just try not to drink it late at night. And also cacao is full of magnesium, which is awesome too as well. So so I will leave that recipe to follow this. Now, I also want to invite you to my Instagram page. Go to Eat Life Balance. On Instagram, you are going to find a ton of recipes that I even just post on my Instagram page. Links to everything that I've got going on my blog. Go to eatlifebalance.com. You're going to find a lot of things coming up in the next couple months. Some amazing giveaways, awesome recipes. I got some guest posts, people coming on my website, me going on other people's website and sharing the love. And if you are a fan of Periscope, I am starting my Sunday Soul Scopes, and that's going to be Sunday mornings, Sunday evenings. It depends on the day. And obviously I'll throw in a few during the week if we've got some time or something really great, but I'm going to be showing you sort of an inside to my life a little bit more, showing you the inside of my fridge. I'm going to talk about some of my favorite quick recipes throughout the week, meal prep, stress and anxiety solutions. So stay tuned, hang out just a little bit longer. I'm going to show you that recipe, and I will also link it to my website if you want to bookmark it.